Your brain wasn't built for constant stimulation. Have you noticed that silence feels strange now? Not boring, strange. A few minutes waiting in line, a few minutes sitting alone, a few minutes without a screen, and almost instantly your hand reaches for your phone. Not because you need it, because your brain has become used to constant stimulation. Think about the average day. You wake up and check your phone. You listen to a podcast while driving. You eat while watching videos. You scroll while watching TV. You answer messages while talking to someone. You fall asleep with a screen in your hand. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, something is always competing for your attention. And over time, your brain starts to adapt. Not in a good way, in a survival way. Imagine living in a room where music is playing 24 hours a day. At first, you would notice it. Eventually, it would become normal. That's what has happened with stimulation. The noise became normal. The constant input became normal. The endless stream of information became normal. But normal doesn't mean healthy. Years ago, moments of stimulation were occasional. Today, stimulation is everywhere. Every swipe, every notification, every video, every recommendation. Modern life constantly asks your brain to react, and reacting requires energy. That's why so many people feel mentally tired even when they're physically resting. Your brain never gets a chance to recover. In his book, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle explains that many people spend their lives trapped in a constant stream of mental activity, thinking, reacting, worrying, comparing, planning, consuming, rarely present. And that's becoming even more difficult in a world designed to capture attention. You see it everywhere. You sit down for a 5-minute break, suddenly you're watching videos. 1 becomes 3, 3 become 10. You planned to relax. Instead, your brain receives hundreds of new pieces of information. You leave feeling more exhausted than before. You see it at home too. Your child wants to show you something. Your spouse starts telling a story. A notification appears. You glance down, just for a second, but your attention leaves the moment. Little by little, stimulation begins replacing presence, and presence is where relationships grow. It's where memories are created. It's where life actually happens. There's another hidden consequence. When your brain becomes accustomed to high levels of stimulation, ordinary life can start feeling less interesting. Reading feels slower, conversations feel slower, walking feels slower, quiet feels uncomfortable. Not because those things changed, because your brain adapted to constant novelty. The more stimulation you consume, the harder it becomes to appreciate simple experiences. And that creates a cycle. You feel mentally overwhelmed, you seek stimulation for relief. The stimulation creates more overload, so you seek even more stimulation. Without realizing it, you're trying to solve the problem with the thing that's helping create it. The solution isn't to eliminate technology. That's not realistic. The solution is creating moments where your brain can breathe again. Moments without notifications, moments without background noise, moments without endless scrolling. A walk, a workout, a conversation, reading a few pages of a book, sitting quietly with your thoughts. Small moments of recovery. Because your brain was designed for periods of stimulation and periods of rest, both matter. And when you start protecting those moments of mental recovery, something interesting happens. You feel calmer, more present, more focused, and less overwhelmed. But there's one final problem that many people mistake for laziness, a problem that's quietly affecting millions of people every day. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next episode. Your attention is your life. Protect it, train it, use it wisely. This is mental energy.